For this mission, we're going to move into a company-sized engagement. We're playing the mission Combined Arms Attack by Ben. The link is in the description. You can see here the overall briefing and what we're supposed to do for this operation. Let's go ahead and get into the terrain itself. So what we've got to start with, and I'll go ahead and load up the map here so you guys can see, we've got 4 Leopard 2A4s, and we've got some, shoot, if I can remember it, CV9035s. Believe these are the Netherlands variant. Yep, they sure are, right down there at the bottom. Okay, so what I've done prior to this, and a recommendation, is when you're building your plan, go in, start creating some graphics. You can do that, right-click, go to New Graphics, you know, put whatever you want in a position. Let's say a battle position here. You can turn that red. You can name it, flip the overlay thing there to on. As far as all, for info, you can name it whatever, like enemy BP, if I could spell, but you get the idea. We'll go ahead and delete that. So I'm not going to force you guys to sit through all of it, but what you can do is go into loading a map overlay here. Let's go down, find this bad boy right there, Combined Arms Attack, open it up, and by saving the overlay with your graphics, you can have a complete plan to include target reference points, etc. So what we're essentially going to do is from our deployment zone, we're going to move forward with our mechanized infantry up to checkpoint Delta 1, while our tanks move into the vicinity of battle position Alpha 1 Alpha. I'm guessing, based on the actual terrain here and based on the enemy that we're facing, if I can get oriented the proper way, yep, basically right in this valley up ahead here. So you can see there's a bit of an IV line right across here. We're effectively, if we're going to the height of a tank, about 3 meters right there. As we're going forward, we're going to drive right into a potential enemy kill zone where we're within about 1 kilometer or so of their position, and ultimately it's making it more of a fair fight, which I want to avoid. So what I'm going to try to do is have my infantry stage here at vicinity phase line X, our probable line of contact. Have our tanks move into position there at our battle position. Overwatch towards here, call in some indirect fire. When that's falling, move forward, kill any enemy elements here, bound forward with our dismounts, establish a battle position oriented in this direction, bound forward with our tanks, splitting into battle position Alpha 1 Bravo and Alpha 1 Charlie, oriented north, conduct a quick reload before bounding forward to Alpha 1 Delta, overwatching in the vicinity of the village here, which will then cause us to call in indirect fire on the village, attempting to attrit enemy mech infantry who are undoubtedly within that area. For moving our mech infantry to vicinity checkpoint Delta 2, dismounting, moving forward, clearing, jumping our tanks forward, jumping our mech forward, seizing the objective itself. Pretty easy, in theory. Alright, we'll go ahead and do some basic scripting here to get these guys into position. So what I'm going to do is give my guys a marching order to start with, going straight to the road, moving up basically in this vicinity here, stopping right at that position. We'll do a stay order there. Make sure they're back far enough so that they're not physically crossing. Go into a close formation, yep, and then we'll move into an engage, moving them forward so they can destroy any enemy elements within that actual battle position there. Wedge formation, we'll go into line there, slow rate of march. As for our CV9035s, we'll just do a engage route forward, slow rate of march, close, interval, wedge formation, changes to stay, and make sure that we're forming up into a line there at close interval. And let me go in here and make sure that we're not having any issues with movement, which we are in the 3D view, as you can tell. That would definitely cause some problems. So highly recommend when you've got a deployment zone, check that out to make sure that that actually works. Which I think maybe so these guys can actually have time to deploy. That might work a little bit better. And we'll put them in a wedge to start with so they're not messing around. Okay, and I think that'll work. We'll go in, we'll continue forward, and basically make plans for the rest of our routes and waypoints as we proceed forward up to seizing the objective itself. As soon as we press start, I'm going to queue up these fire missions, starting with Alpha Alpha 005, Alpha Alpha 0015 as we're moving forward, and then focusing on the actual village here. So we'll go and do that. No need to save the plan, and let's begin. We'll do 400 by 400 at my command with mortars. Okay. Next target, same basic thing. Then we'll keep that 200 by 200 at the village. Okay, so as we complete one, we should move directly into the next one. I'm going to try to stay out of the gunner and commander's seat as much as possible during this mission, just to show that it is possible with the AI and some intelligent planning and scripting that everything will actually work appropriately. Got some enemy PCs that we've spotted. That's one of the tanks. Don't know if they're going to engage or not. Probably not. That's okay. We've got our first target on call. We can expect once we call that in to take approximately 40 seconds before that starts having effects, which we want to make sure that we start having some splashes on the target itself before we're sending our tanks forward to engage into that area itself. One of the key things here is just maintain situational awareness, cross between your units, and just in general try to keep a good idea of what's going on in your head. Now we could potentially dismount here and move forward, but we're just going to use some indirect fire plus crossing phase line alpha. That's going to cause our adjacent unit to start bounding forward. So we should start seeing some assistance in that area. Hopefully these guys don't get stuck in the actual village itself. I think they'll be okay. Oh, got our... looks like some of our guys are possibly engaging. Okay, yep. Got some PCs moving in. There he is. There we go. They're doing a good job there. We're going to call in that indirect fire mission. Splash in 45 seconds. More PCs. That's being contacted by Alpha 2. Got another moving into our vicinity over here. And looks like our, CV-90s are doing their job, protecting our flanks, keeping the enemies off of us. Got some personnel spotted at some area. Alpha 2's moving forward and starting to engage. That's good. Trying to time this with our adjacent unit. And incoming splash are starting to have effect. So now we're going to move forward and try to hit the enemy with multiple forms of contact. Which hopefully that occurs. Yep. Already starting to see enemies. Got some tanks forward. We'll allow these guys to just fight it. We lost one of our tanks already. That's not very good. but I guess it happens.
Identified. On the way.
Alright, we're gonna have these guys continue to move forward. See if they can identify that enemy tank and kill it.
Identified. Tank! Fire! Fire stable. On the way. Target! Tank!
More tanks.
Fire! Identified. On
Fire.
the way. Target!
And got him. Okay.
Ceasefire.
Now we've got that fire mission complete. We're gonna end it. These guys oriented in this vicinity. We're gonna now bound forward up to battle position 4 Alpha. Lost 1 tank, not great, but it happens. Do some work here to keep these guys in that vicinity, oriented in that direction. As we're bounding forward with our CV-90s. So I'm not going to split them at these 2 battle positions based on the loss of 1 tank, just based on trying to mass combat power in one area. And we'll go ahead and actually bound them forward. Orient on the objective itself. And we'll go to close formation and slow, maintaining a wedge formation. Let me see if I can actually tell if there's any enemy in this area. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm imagining our initial tank loss is due to probably receiving a hit in the lower hull. We'll go back and review the AAR at the end and check that out. See how we're doing as far as ammo, which doesn't look bad. I still want to reload once we actually get into this battle position. Our next mission is ready on Alpha Alpha 015. That's good. We're going to do 1 tank at a time for reloading, just so we're able to, provide some form of security and quickly react in the event that any enemy appear in our objective right in that vicinity. I think we start with the 1 tank. Have him do his thing. See if we can.
Roger.
There we do. Go. Do some time compression. Okay. And I'm not really worried about coax right now. Same for 3. Which seems like he's just reloading coax. And we'll see if 4 needs anything. Probably some heat. Yep.
Roger.
And again, not worried about coax. Okay, with that in place, let's go ahead and start bounding forward again. Actually, I don't really like that idea. We're going to, we're gonna split. We'll have, we'll have 4 bound forward. Start trying to take a look. See if there's any movement on the objective. None that I can really tell at the moment. We'll call for fire. See if we can get them to move. Looks like about a minute on that. I think we set up about right here. That works. Yep, and I think we bound back and reconsolidated at that point. Okay, enemy PC's coming in. And we've got our mech infantry taking care of that. Got some enemy moving forward. Should be splash on that target in about...
Fire. On the way. Ceasefire.
Yeah, about 1 second or so. Oh wow, they're just coming out through the same area. And got enemy tanks, and we've got indirect fire falling at the same time.
Re-engage. Stop. Tank identified. Identified. Fire. On the way. Re-engage. Stop. On the way. PC identified.
Alright, lost our LRF. We're gonna
identified.
In that mission, see if this guy's able to see anything. Yep.
Fire.
Didn't really want to go to the gunner station, but here we are.
PC. Stop. Fire.
Don't think we're gonna get that PC as it's moving out. Nope. So we're gonna go ahead and bound forward.
Re-engage. On the way. Short.
As soon as they're done shooting everything up. There we go. And we're gonna move our mech infantry as well. Try to put them kind of in this vicinity. Move them a little bit back. Stay line formation, close interval. And we're going to immediately shift to calling on indirect fire onto the village itself. I'm actually going to try to use one of these tanks, probably our 4 tank here, to break off. Let me detach 1-3 so he can remain with 1 there. And we're gonna load heat, and we're gonna start scouting forward. See if we can demolish some buildings that aren't affected by the indirect fire itself. And Alpha 2 looks like they're establishing a support by fire position in the city. Yep. Assume they're conducting a reload right now. Alright, got some indirect fire going on. Got some enemy PCs forward.
PC, fire!
Yep.
On the way.
There we go. Back up.
Easy. Fire. On the way. Fire.
Keep hitting low. Okay. I think we got an enemy tank probably in that vicinity that I assume we're orienting towards. Alright, missing a radio. We're gonna call that fire mission again as we bound forward and start taking a peek at what's ahead. Too aggressive here. All right, we're just gonna start leveling buildings.
Last heat. Heat up. Heat expended. Signal up.
We're gonna back up, load up heat again. Then once we've kind of gotten a feel for what's in said village, we'll send our mechanized infantry dismounted forward to clear. Put them in a infantry task force, which makes controlling them a heck of a lot easier. While these guys are working, let's actually do this. Try and move these guys a little bit closer. And we're going to load all of our heat rounds for this and then continue forward. As soon as that's done. There we go. Trying to see if we can detect any movement. I'm kind of nervous about these close buildings, so demolish those as necessary. I'm seeing a whole lot of nothing out here, which definitely makes me kind of weary. Nope, there's some troops. Yep, there they are. Oh, there we go. There's some. Right in there. You can barely see them, but they're definitely in the building. Let's move into our main gun. Hit.
Last heat. Heat up.
Yep, got him. At this point, I think what we do is move our mech forward slightly. Keep them in position to overwatch, and we're gonna go just before we cross over the top area, cross over the hill into a close line formation, and we're gonna dismount our troops. They're automatically reloading. Makes sense. Okay, everyone's dismounted, so now we can select our entire group, go make infantry task force from selection. New group route, we'll do a march. Yep, right through there, and now we can tell the entire group to proceed. And that's a very good way to wrangle in that rather daunting number of infantry that we have available. We're not doing too great as far as tank combat power, but, well, I guess we've got two mostly functional. One obviously not. And we'll move forward and support with our mech. We can go ahead and divide these guys. Give us a little more flexibility as they come under fire. I'm going to reposition because I don't really want to fire directly over our guys' heads with a sabot round, because that's not great. And if we don't make contact, we're going to bound forward with our... Alright, well, our infantry got him. That's good. So, little bit of contact still in this objective. I was really worried, not gonna lie, that was heading for us, but it wasn't, so we're okay. Some infantry contact. What are we shooting at? Okay, seen. Yeah, I kind of figured. Alright, fine. Alright, we'll move forward with our CVs.
Fire. Identified. On the way.
We need to get a clip. I think they may have got it eventually. And we'll see if our medic can get any of these guys back alive. If not, then we'll load back up and move to the objective with what we've got. Let's do this. Have these guys start advancing forward, orient on the objective itself. I think it may have fallen in the actual text there. Nope. Yep, right there. Kind of hard to see at times. Physically go to that location and stay. There you go. So when you've got a medic that's dismounted, normally if you put them near infantry, sometimes they can save them. That may not be the case here. Oh, nope, it is. Once you see their hands kind of moving in this manner, they're going to actually revive at least one of these guys. So it's a good way if you've suffered infantry casualties to get some of them back into the fight. As we watch the BMP burn in the background. It's fantastic. Alright, get our guys into a close interval here. Get us a little bit better view of the actual objective. Yep, there we go.
Gunner,
Line.
Fire stable, identified. On the way.
Okay, I guess we're spotting enemy targets. That's cool. There we go. He's back to life. It's a real miracle there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and mount for all of our call signs here. And I think we're going to actually move along in this vicinity, kind of stop here, drop our infantry, then move forward onto the objective, and we'll see what happens there. Take these guys a little bit to get onto the objective. Okay, thought that was a stay. Yep. Don't really need you guys going off to shoot troops. Giving them a order of stay gets them in general oriented mostly in the direction that you want. Obviously there are some stragglers here, but that's okay. And we're gonna call another mortar mission just a little bit to the north. See if we can affect any reinforcements that might be moving forward. I guess actually they're seeing some troops on the objective itself, so that's good to know. One of these guys start bounding forward.
Fire, identified.
Move into this position.
On the way.
Yep. And same with these guys, kind of move in here. Both of them in a line formation at close interval. We'll get them onto the objective and see how they do.
Identified. Fire.
Yeah, I've got someone hitting me up on Discord. That's pretty cool.
Contact. PC. Run.
Oh, yep. There we go. There we go. Kind of luring them out of their position and convincing them to move forward a bit. Well, now I want to do some concentrated mortar fire since we know that's an enemy position. I don't know if we still have rounds available. Maybe. PC? I think.
First left.
Yep, our tank's got him. That's good. That's enemy indirect. Yeah, I should probably continue to move.
Fire. On the way.
Alright, we're gonna change to assault simply because it ignores all the enemy troops in that vicinity. And we'll go to a slow rate of march.
Fire. On the way.
To, I guess, make up for the fact that we're going to be continuously moving.
Fire. On the way.
Should be seen a splash over here momentarily. There we go. And once you guys get in position, we'll have you drop your troops. Same here. Conduct a dismount. We've got some PCs that look like they're starting to retrograde.
PC. Fire. Identified.
Let's change you guys to engage based on trying to shoot over the back.
On the way. Target.
There we go.
On the way. Target. Fire. On the way.
Alright, change back to assault. Move into position. And I want to get some of us, these infantry, onto the objective.
Identified.
If possible.
Fire.
Okay, that's pretty impressive. I think they're in general trying to shoot at our infantry on the ground, so we're going to move them as a group into the woods. Proceed as a group. Oh yeah. I guess they're engaged in combat with these guys. Great.
On the way. On the way. On the way. On the way.
It's getting a bit annoying.
On the way.
Offer smoke. Task force, have you guys move forward, and let's go. Proceed as a group. Which will be work as soon as we obscure these guys. A couple of seconds. Yep, frustrating. As we're just taking casualties here. Because we can't actually destroy enemy in these buildings. Bound forward, slow rate of march. Hopefully our infantry are moving now. Yep, they are. Finally. See if we can recover that one casualty.
Fire. Identified. On the way.
All right, they're surrendering. Continue to bound forward. We can cut off that truck as it's retreating. Probably not, but...
There he is.
Yep, that's one of those
Truck.
rare calls they have.
Identified. Fire.
Good Lord.
There he is.
Hit him.
On the way.
There we go. And one more. Then we'll get back to the objective.
Yeah. Gunner, heat truck identified. Fire.
Alright, and back to the objective.
Cease fire. Heat up. On the way.
Alright, and we've secured the objective, and that is that operation. Cool. Awesome. Alright, that was interesting. I've definitely played better playthroughs of this, but it is what it is. So you guys can see how a company mission normally goes. So, again, as long as you have a decent basic plan, synchronize some of your assets, and, you know, move forward in a deliberate manner, you're probably going to be okay. You're probably going to be successful. We'll wait to see how we did. Probably got a hit rate of, you know, trash. Yep, hit percentage of 9%. That's amazing. Yeah, so got some kills, got some losses. Didn't do so hot on tanks. Did okay as far as infantry, all things considered, and killed 34 things. So, hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing this, and that's a company level mission in Steel Beast. Again, links in the description. Highly recommend you play it. We'll kind of go through, show what the enemy looks like overall for this operation. So, bounded forward, enemies in their first kind of battle position here. They move forward with their scouts. Alpha 4 kills them. Fired some indirect, moved forward, shot them. For the most part, I actually want to see what killed our first tank. And let's see. Okay, fired by him. Cool. Killed stuff. Awesome. Killed more things. Awesome. And, yep, happened to get hit by a Sagger from, let me see which specific. Oh, good Lord. So, basically, what it looks like is that guy died. Yep, he literally died. And his Sagger, which had already launched, happened to drop and crash directly into about the weakest part of the hull. Like, right at the bottom there, and explode. Which is, I don't know, that's just bad luck. Other tank was probably just due to, well, I'm pretty sure it was just due to me being kind of foolhardy. We'll see. I was going forward, trying to destroy the, like, one infantry unit remaining. There's two there. Let's see. And, yeah, of course, just happened to get a perfect hit with that one dude, I guess, who's not facing in our direction. It's fine. It happens. So, yeah. Yep. All that stuff happens. That occurred. Okay, and anyway, then we moved forward, killed some things, and seized the rest of the objective up there. And we'll let you guys see this as it plays through. Not gonna lie, that pocket of infantry there was a bit of an annoyance just due to how the AI acts. But again, you can kind of shape what they're doing as far as using well, one, physically obscuring so they no longer can see you, and then, of course, tweaking how the AI is acting as far as, using an engage versus an assault versus a stay, etc. So anyway, that's the AAR. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you later.